What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Today we are going to talk about this compact pistol light from Nightstick. The model number is the TCM-10. Now, before we get into the features and the lumens and the candela, I want to do a quick size comparison on the Streamlight TLR-7 because that's still the most popular compact pistol light. So we have the Nightstick TCM-10. We have a standard TLR-7. This one has a Cerakote finish, but the sizing is the same, just the paint on it that's different. I also have a sub version, which is similar in size and features, just has a different rail made for smaller guns. And then I also have the high candela, the HLX, whatever the model number is. This one here just has a longer reflector and much higher candela. But as far as sizing, just to give you an idea on the size of this. The other thing I want to mention is the Nightstick light will not fit in a TLR-7 holster, the 4 or 5 that I tried anyway. They're similar in size, but not enough to work in the holster. However, on the Nightstick website, there's a very long list of companies who make holsters specifically for the Nightstick, which is something important to make sure you can get a holster for your gun and light combo before you buy any pistol light. All right, lumens, candela, and runtime are up here on the screen. There is a same light available that it is a T model or a turbo model that has significantly higher lumens and candela. When you go to that one, obviously you're going to get a lower runtime. When you push more performance out of a light, the runtime is going to be less. That you can't have your cake and eat it too. Once again, let's compare that to the basic Streamlight lumens, candela, runtime, and then the turbo or the high candela version of the Streamlight. Now, there's pros and cons to all of them. Some of them have a little bit more candela, a little less, a little better runtime. Again, this is so you can make an educated decision. The battery on the Nightstick is a front load battery, so you don't have to take it off the handgun to replace the battery, which is good. It's a standard CR123, very easy to find. I have tons and tons of them. It can take a rechargeable battery. I did put a rechargeable battery in here and it does run fine. I don't know if Nightstick approves that, appreciates that, wants that, but it did work for what that's worth. The other weird thing is when you put the head back on the light, it does flash a few times as you're screwing the head down. Now, I don't think this is a problem or an issue at all. I just have never seen a light do that before, and I wanted to mention it. I don't know, just so you know. All right, we're gonna step outside and do the beam comparison. We're gonna compare this to the Streamlight lights that I have mentioned. I don't think I have any other compact lights available currently to compare the beam. All lights have had the lenses cleaned really well and a fresh battery or a rechargeable battery fully charged before we do the beam comparison. The only thing I wanna ask is if you think I deserve it, please subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it. Now let's go step outside and do that beam comparison. All right. This is the TCM-10. Decent hotspot. That's pretty good, actually. All right, this is the old school TLR-7X. Maybe a little brighter. Let me put them both here on the screen so you can see. This is the sub model. All right, this is the high candela version. I can definitely see a huge difference. There's a lot more light and a lot more focus light. All right, let's walk up on the woods here. All right, the controls I dig, they're very simple, easy to use. A quick press, the light is going to stay on. If you hold the button, it's going to be momentary. It only stays on for as long as you hold it. And it's the same on both sides of the controls, which is what I like. Now, you can kind of push down on the paddle, or you can push forward on the paddle as well, whatever works for you in your hand. This light does have strobe. You push either paddle 5 times quickly, and that will enable or disable strobe, which I don't mind if the light has strobe for the folks who do want it, but I'm very happy that you can disable it. And then if it is enabled, you double tap the buttons and that will turn strobe on if you're a misguided soul and you want strobe. This light also does have a lockout mode. They call it battery safe mode, but you hold down both paddles for 3 seconds and that will enable or disable lockout mode. If it's in like a range bag or something, you don't want it to go on at all, that's how you can do the lockout mode. Besides the light and the battery, it does also come with these 5 different rail inserts. This is going to help it work with a wide variety of pistols and also allow you to put it exactly on the gun that makes it, that fits your hands the best. So if you want it a little bit more forward or a little bit more closer, if you have bigger or smaller hands, those rail inserts can help with that as well. The body of the light is 6061 T6 aluminum, which is good. Has a type 3 hard anodized finish, which is also good, should hold up well and not rust or anything. It's waterproof, it's drop proof, and then Nightstick also does have a lifetime warranty. The dimensions and weight are up here on the screen. I also want you to take a look at the price for the TCM, the TCM Turbo, the standard Streamlight, and the Streamlight, the high Candela version. These are the prices at the time I'm making this video, or the time I'm editing this video on Amazon. This is what I'm currently seeing for the prices, just again to help you make an educated decision here. Now, as far as testing, I have had this light on this Lone Wolf Dust 19 for the entire time I tested it, and I had an optic on here, a PB3 optic on this gun as well the entire time I was testing it. I have at least 500 rounds, easy 500 rounds. I've had this light for several months and I just haven't been able to get to the review, and that allowed me to put some extra rounds through it, so no question at least 500 rounds. And you will see me turn the light on during the day. I'm not crazy, well maybe I am crazy, but the reason I turn the light on during the day is just to get more wear and tear on the light. If the light is heating up and the LED's getting more use, the button's getting more uses, even though it's not going to help me see during the daytime, it's just to get more test, more reps, more wear and tear on the light is why you see me running the light during the daytime. And then we did the normal type of drills I do for all testing. We did transitions and magazine exchanges and concealed carry drills and drawing from the holster, shooting steel, all that type of stuff. I did take it to a local indoor range and did some night shooting as well with it, and indoors with the light reflecting off a typical indoor range distance, you know, 25 to 15 yards. It was more than bright enough to be able to see my target and get hits on target. So through all of that testing, I had no problems. I had no issues. Nothing broke at all. I did drain one battery, and this is a second battery in here, just to give you an idea of how much testing that I did. But no problems, no issues, nothing broke. Everything was good to go. As far as pros, my biggest pro is going to be the controls. I like the controls, how they're ambi, they're simple, they're constant and momentary, whichever one you prefer. Strobe is in there if you want to enable it, and if you're like me and you want to disable it, you can do so as well. I think it has decent performance for the price. I was pleasantly surprised how many companies are making holsters for this light as well. The only thing I think they should change is they should make it compatible with TLR-7 holsters. Now, I completely understand why they don't do it. If I was Nightstick, I probably wouldn't do it either. But Surefire did it on their most recent light. They made it TLR-7 compatible, and I think it may help them with sales if it did. If it was compatible with TLR-7 holsters, because there is a much bigger selection for TLR-7 holsters than any other light out there. So that's one thing I would like to see change, but I'm not surprised that Nightstick didn't do that. Overall, it seems like a decent light. I cannot talk about the long-term durability yet, but I will leave this on a pistol and continue to shoot it down the road, and we'll see how the long-term durability holds up. All right, thank you very, very much to Nightstick. I greatly appreciate their support. Again, before you buy any pistol light, make sure there's a holster available, the style holster you want available for your light and your pistol combo. Whether you're buying a Nightstick or another brand, doesn't matter. Make sure that is available before you buy the light. Thank you to Nightstick. Be good, stay blessed, subscribe to my channel. Santa Claus loves you.